Hey guys, we're here with Onward to Olympus from Face Down Records, and if you guys want to go around the table, introduce yourselves, and just maybe kind of touch base with, you guys played at Champ in Lemoyne last night, and kind of where you're heading to next, and with the new CD and tours and anything like that that you're able to share.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play guitar. We have a new CD coming out October 9th called Indicator on Face Down Records. We're heading right now up to Syracuse and then into Canada with Texas in July, Glass Cloud, and 1 year later. And then after that, we've got a couple more tours lining up for the end of the year. But make sure, if you can, pre-order our new album. It's on merch now. Face Down Records web store on merchnow.com.
Sweet. I'm Mark. I play drums and sing.
I'm Kramer. I am the vocalist, scream guy.
I'm Kyle. I play guitar
And sing.
and sing.
I'm Justin, I play bass. This is Mr. Fett, he's our security.
For a lot of people, obviously know that you guys are a Christian band, and for those of you, or those out there that don't know that, have you have any like reception from them as far as maybe a song that they connected with, or like after shows, maybe kids coming up to you and just talking about maybe something currently going on in their life, maybe a struggle, or any just any sharing from some of the kids you guys can get in front of with all the touring that you do, and I mean you're in and out of city after city.
Yeah. One of the times we played in Arkansas, I think one of the kids was like drinking and smoking like a cigarette outside, and he's been to other like bands that are Christian shows or Christian bands, and he really said that kind of liked the way that I approached it on stage, and not trying to like shove it in his face or just act like we were better than him just because he was drunk or just sitting there smoking or whatever, but and then it ended up just sparking a conversation, and we really connected, and I just felt led to pray for him, and like after we prayed, he realized that, like, he said it was an act of God, because out of all, it's kind of sad, but he said out of all the Christian bands he's seen, like, they all seem to be too good for him, or nobody's ever prayed with him. And I was like, wow, well, I mean, I'm just glad that God used me to talk to him, and who knows what is, like, planted in his life now. So that's just the main one that I can think of that I thought was awesome.
Now, have you ever had like any interaction maybe since then with that person, to where they may be heading down the right path, or any church involvement or anything like that, if they currently didn't have it?
It was on our last tour, I think, on the way. Well, I don't remember when it was, but we haven't been on Arkansas since, and
Okay.
so I haven't caught up with him and seen him again.
I don't think he's reached out to us on Facebook or anything like that.
With what you guys have to go through as far as selling yourselves, your touring, your merchandise, the shows. It's I think a lot of people have the misconception of bands, like you look at bands that are playing arenas, and making like Slipknot and just your big bands like that. A lot of people don't realize you're doing a really positive thing, and being part of the body of Christ and serving God, and God using your voice to share His love for everybody, and hopefully they connect with that, and come to know God and have a relationship with God. there's so many positive things with that, and you guys really, you work hard, and you definitely don't, in my eyes, make enough for the good things that you guys do. How can the church, reach out, to bands like yourself in more practical ways that relate and connect and reach, the generation for Christ, like through you guys, like maybe share just, some of the things you guys, just, go through and the difficulties and, just the support that the church can, give you guys. As well, and I guess as well as accepting kids, like you said, meeting, like, you were talking about the guy from Arkansas, meeting them where they are, not judging them, and, I know it's kind of like a 10-part question.
I mean, I think pretty much just being on the road, it can get like tough at times, and just to have somebody come in and just share the word together, and kind of accountability is a major part, and just like we've had churches let us sleep in their youth group rooms and just hang out, and they have showers in their church and just allow us to take showers and just bring us like meals, and we're not like picky at all, because when you are in a van for like a month with like 5 other dudes, like anything like helps, even like a little sink shower or something, just washing your face is just like, I'm a new person, thank you Jesus.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, we say if anybody feels led to do anything, like bring us a little care package, or like it's a total blessing, and we're just really happy. I mean, if they owned a gas station and could just attach it to our van, then like, that would be awesome, but I don't think that's possible yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of misconception with, especially like you mentioned, with people thinking that once you're signed or you're on a record label, that the record label buys you a hotel every night, they pay for your van, they pay for your gas, they pay for all this stuff, but in reality, it comes out of our pockets. The gas money comes from every night's guarantee, and
Which
food,
is small.
yeah, which is not very large, and everything just kind of works together to support itself. But then, with gas prices being as high as they are, and promoters charging as much as they have to for tickets to be able to compensate for, sometimes people not showing up. It just, you just have to, somebody takes a hit, normally it's us on that end, so we have to compensate and take a hit ourselves for the band. So anything that people can help us with as far as food or shelter, place to stay, showers, monetary donations for bands. I mean, even as little as $1 to $5 tips, help and go a long way, because we just take what we have and what we can and basically put it into the band to keep going, because that's the only way we can.
Right.
Without support from a lot of our friends and family, we wouldn't be where we are today because of how the economy is. So with churches, I know a lot of times they have budgets, or they have things to be able, the means to be able to put together care packages, or to put together, some sort of package, or even monetarily money to be able to put towards bands, that you would be amazed at how far that could go, because it just helps out. Anything helps out. So I'd say that would be the biggest help for us as touring musicians. That is the biggest thing to keep us on the road, and it's just a moral support as well, because when we're gone for so long, I mean, I'm married. To be gone from my wife and my family for a month at a time, it gets pretty hard, and to have people that treat you like family to help, bring you into their home and feed you and just say, I'm praying for you, that is a tremendous blessing to have that.
Good stuff. And if you could plan on sharing this and getting this out to help you guys in what you're doing. If you want to, just share contact information, whether it's, via Facebook, Twitter, anything like that, people, can reach out. Or, management as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have Facebook, facebook.com/Onward to Olympas, OLYMPAS. So, I mean, it has all of our info on there, and I'm pretty sure, like, our email is up there, so that's probably the easiest way to get in contact with us, or just right on our wall.
Yeah, olympusband@yahoo.com.
Yeah.
And just want to try to touch base real quick. Got about like 4 or 5 minutes left. Just with, want to kind of get your perception on, within the church, youth today, struggles that they're going through that, obviously you've heard of. Just your perception on, how the church, should, be there, because obviously, these kids at some point are going to be the future of the church. They are going to be what keeps the church in existence.
Yeah. I mean, I really feel like a lot of churches still like to keep that old school traditional feel, but some just really need to accept that like the youth is the future. Like, I mean, it's not even the youth is the future. Like, the youth could be now. Like, we all have voices, and we can even stand up and get like wisdom poured into us and still help others. Like, so it's not kind of like a future thing, and that's what like the church that I go to kind of can focus on, and just pretty much I lost what I was trying to say there. But
Yeah, basically just, I mean, even though, culture has changed a lot, so it's, what the church would think of nowadays with our music and things. Sometimes, it's like I don't get the screaming, I don't get, the sound, but the message is still there, and we're reaching kids that maybe somebody like Chris Tomlin can't reach, or, Casting Crowns. And so we just want them to understand that we're making a difference, and it's a blessing to have God use us to make a difference, but, to not shun that style of music or those types of kids because they don't fit into a mold of, the normal people that listen to or go, listen to David Crowder Band or stuff like that. That's great music, but not everybody's into that, and we cater to a somewhat rougher crowd, but there are also several people in that crowd that are just as genuine and, just as full of Jesus as anybody else is. So it's pretty awesome, and I just encourage people to give them a chance. That's the big thing. Don't come with a closed mind to the table. Come with an open mind, and respect them, and we respect you guys. So
That's good.
Awesome. All right, just